Hello and welcome to another edition of WDUB TV. I'm Jonathan Gardner, the station manager, and we've got a really great show lined up for you this week, so without any further ado, let's get started. Our first report is from Ben Mark, the sports director, and he has something for us about the Big Red men's soccer team.
Hey guys, the crossbar on this goalie net stands at 8 feet high and it's just about 6 inches wide. Not a huge target to hit, but the Big Red found a way to hit it numerous times here tonight, and they can only score once. They dropped a match they should have had, 2-1, to the Earlham Quakers here at Barclay Thompson Field. The Big Red struck first, and it looked as though they were going to blow out the Quakers. The Quakers have lost matches in conference 8-1 and 7-1 this year, and the Big Red scored within the first 4 minutes of the match, but that's all they were able to muster. After that, plenty of opportunities. Len Mills hit off the crossbar from point-blank range for the Big Red. David Folk headed one over the crossbar, and the Big Red unable to get it in between these frames more than once. For the Earlham Quakers, it was Bennett Asingnora. Scored 4 goals against the Big Red last year as a freshman. The Ugandan scored 2 goals here tonight, the second one coming with the score tied at 1 with 1 minute and 21 seconds left to go in the match. So Asingnora does it for Earlham. The Big Red dejected on the sideline over here, just throwing their shirts in disgust. What could have been a match they had to have as they dropped to 1-2-1 in conference play. Now coming up for the Big Red come the toughest part of their schedule. They've got Worcester, they've got Kenyon, and they've got Wittenberg. The top 3 teams in conference all playing the Big Red. Kenyon and Wittenberg will be coming here. The Big Red will be traveling to Worcester to play the Worcester Scots, and the Big Red are going to have to find a way to get 2 or 3 of those wins. Otherwise, they could be in danger of missing the tournament. At Barclay Thompson Field for WDUB TV, I'm Ben Mark.
Thanks, Ben. Now I'm joined by WDUB Music Director Michael Warschauer for an update on this week's music selections.
Thanks, John. Well, we got a couple really great new albums that have come out recently. The first one that I'm a big fan of is this band Margot and the Nuclear So and Sos. They're from my hometown of Indianapolis, and I'd heard of them before they sort of started growing, but they have a new album out. It's called Not Animal, but there's also a second part to that album, I guess, called Animal. And the story is that the band made their whole album, and they really liked the album the way it was. Their label didn't like it, though, and they wanted to put different songs on there and reorder it. So they reached a compromise, and they released 2 albums. So there's Animal, which is the track set that Margot wanted, and then there is Not Animal, which is what Reprise wanted. Or I think maybe it's Epic. I don't want to slander any labels here. But either way, it's a great album. It's a fun, just indie rock album that it goes from highs to lows. It's just very pleasant to listen to, very enjoyable. Also, one of the big releases that happened just this past week was of Montreal's new record, Skeletal Lamping, which is a really fantastic album. They're sort of like a weird, they're just sort of like a weird outfit of people coming out of the Elephant Six Collective in Athens, Georgia. And this is really the album I think that's going to break them wide open and make the band huge. Paste Magazine is proclaiming their lead singer Kevin Barnes to be the next David Bowie. So it's not the most mainstream stuff, but it's very easily accessible. A lot of fun to dance to. Check it out. The last thing, which I was very excited about, one of my favorite musicians, John Darnell of the Mountain Goats, released a new Mountain Goats EP called the Satanic Messiah EP. And it is available on his website, mountaingoats.com, but you can actually just go to satanicmessiah.com and you can download the album in whatever format you want for a sort of pay if you want to type thing. So it's $6.99 if you want to pay for it, which I did. If not, you can definitely get it for free. But for those unfamiliar with the Mountain Goats, it's this one guy, John Darnell, who's an incredible songwriter, an amazing lyricist, who just puts out so much phenomenal music. It's unbelievable. But it's definitely a very low-key, kind of chill EP, but it's very enjoyable to listen to. So, satanicmessiah.com.
All right, thank you very much for that report, Michael. We're going to pause now for a quick commercial break, but we'll be right back.
Oh, Yoshime, they gone believe it, but you won't let those robots email, they don't believe it.
So the election's only a couple weeks away, and for an update on what's been going on campus with the political situation, we now turn to WDUB News Director Andrew Regan.
Thanks, John. What we've been doing this week has been talking to political groups on campus and what they've been doing to kind of get out the vote, educate voters. So here you guys go.
My name is Nicholas Flaggen. I'm the president of College Republicans here on Denison campus, and it's currently election season.
Well, my name is Amanda Moore, and I'm the president of the Denison Democrats. And we've been really blessed this year because we have two groups. We have the Denison Democrats and we have the Denisonians for Obama.
My name is LaForest Baker, and I'm president of Denisonians for Obama.
We've most recently been hosting debate watch parties.
A lot of the people who went to those were very engaged, and they were they'd laugh at certain comments, and they would snicker about certain things, and certain people would get upset when someone else is making fun of their candidate. And it was really exciting to get to have that mix of both sides of the spectrum, and I'm really glad that those all happened. I really want to thank everybody who came out to make them happen.
So now we're pushing this early vote. So at all our events, you know, we'll be asking, have you voted already? And if you haven't, there's another. We went on a shuttle yesterday to take 20 people to vote. So the next shuttle will be October 23rd, and then the shuttle after that will be October 30th, and that's going to be at 5 o'clock, and we just take people over to the Board of Elections.
It's been very reassuring to see that many people interested in politics because everyone needs to make an informed decision. I think, personally, an uninformed vote is almost irresponsible.
Thanks for that report. So you've been out there, you've been talking to these leaders of these organizations. What's your take on the overall political climate here at Denison right now?
Well, Denison students are very excited about the upcoming election. Like you guys have heard, they've hosted debate watch parties, which were very successful. So make sure to go out and vote, whether it's by absentee ballot, voting early, or voting November 4th.
All right, thank you very much for that report. All right, that's going to just about do it for this edition of WDUB TV. Make sure to stay tuned to WDUB TV's YouTube channel for more content and updates, and also make sure to listen to our radio station, WDUB. You can listen to us either on the radio at 91.1, on the FM, or online at WDUB.org. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.